Have you ever felt like your emotions are pulling you in unpredictable directions, as if the universe itself is conspiring to turn your world upside down? If so, you're not alone. Welcome to the cosmic phenomenon of Mars retrograde in Cancer. This astrological event is not just another planetary shift, it's a profound celestial alignment that has the power to unearth hidden feelings, shake up emotional dynamics, and transform your inner world in ways you never expected. Mars, the planet of action, energy, and determination, usually charges forward with confidence and intensity. But when it goes retrograde, appearing to move backward in the sky, its energy takes on a different tone. Combine that with the nurturing yet deeply emotional influence of Cancer, a water sign that thrives in the realm of feelings, and you've got a recipe for emotional revelations and unpredictable twists. During this period, you might find yourself revisiting past emotional wounds or questioning your usual ways of handling conflict and passion. Cancer's protective shell can bring a desire for security and comfort, but Mars's retrograde motion may challenge you to confront the very things you've been avoiding. The push and pull dynamic of these energies can feel intense, but it also offers an opportunity for profound growth. Why should you care? Because Mars retrograde in Cancer doesn't just affect your personal life. It echoes through relationships, career decisions, and even your sense of self. The themes of unpredictability, emotional revelations, and transformation aren't limited to any one area. This is a time to expect the unexpected, uncover hidden truths, and emerge stronger on the other side. If you're ready to unlock the mysteries of this cosmic alignment, gain clarity on how it impacts you, and learn practical strategies to navigate it, stick around. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on insights like these. And we'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell us how you're feeling. Are you noticing the emotional waves of this retrograde? If this resonates, comment Mars energy or Cancer vibes to let us know you're on this journey with us. Let's navigate the stars together. What is Mars retrograde? Mars retrograde is a fascinating cosmic phenomenon that occurs when Mars, the planet of action, energy, and drive, appears to move backward in its orbit from our perspective on Earth. Of course, the planet isn't really reversing course. It's an optical illusion caused by differences in the orbital speeds of Earth and Mars. But astrologically, this apparent reversal is packed with meaning and significance, marking a time when Mars's fiery energy takes on a more introspective and challenging tone. Mars is often described as the warrior planet, representing our inner drive to take action, assert ourselves, and pursue our goals with passion and determination. Think of it as the engine of a car. It powers forward, pushing us to achieve, fight for what we want, and express our desires. But during retrograde, that engine seems to stall. The planet's usual forward momentum slows down, and its energy becomes more internalized. It's as if the universe is asking us to take a step back, reassess our direction, and examine the ways we've been expending our energy. In astrology, retrogrades are often viewed as times for reflection and re-evaluation. When a planet goes retrograde, the themes it governs, Mars in this case, can feel off-kilter or harder to manage. Mars retrograde can make us feel stuck or frustrated, like trying to run through water. Actions that usually come easily might feel delayed or require extra effort. Anger, ambition, and assertiveness, the hallmarks of Mars, may simmer beneath the surface, leading to outbursts or misdirected frustration if not handled carefully. It's a cosmic pause button, encouraging us to think twice, before acting and to confront unresolved issues lurking in the shadows. Now let's add Cancer into the mix. Cancer, a water sign ruled by the moon, is known for its emotional depth, intuition, and nurturing energy. Picture a crab, Cancer's symbol, carrying its home on its back and retreating into its shell when it feels threatened. Cancer thrives in the realm of feelings, memories, and the subconscious. It's a sign that craves security, connection, and emotional authenticity. When Mars retrograde occurs in Cancer, the planet's fiery, action-oriented energy meets the sensitive, introspective nature of this water sign. The result? A fascinating interplay between fire and water, action and emotion, creating a time of profound emotional exploration. Cancer amplifies Mars's retrograde influence by pulling our focus inward, urging us to examine not just what we're doing, but why we're doing it. Are our actions aligned with our emotional needs? Are we pursuing goals that truly matter to us, or are we simply running on autopilot? The emotional intensity of Cancer can feel like waves crashing against the shore, stirring up old memories, unresolved feelings, and deep-seated fears. Mars retrograde in Cancer might make us feel like we're wading through emotional quicksand, unsure of how to move forward. Frustrations that would normally pass quickly can linger, taking on a heavier, more personal tone. This isn't a time to charge ahead blindly. It's a time to sit with our feelings, let them surface, and understand what they're trying to tell us. Think of this period as a celestial timeout. Imagine you're playing a high-stakes game, and suddenly, the referee blows the whistle, signaling a pause. At first, you might feel annoyed. Who wants to stop when you're in the middle of the action? But as you catch your breath and look around, you realize the timeout offers a chance to reassess your strategy, adjust your approach, and step back onto the field with greater clarity and purpose. That's exactly what Mars retrograde in Cancer offers. A chance to hit the brakes, reconnect with your emotional core, and realign your actions with your true desires. Cancer's intuitive nature also heightens our ability to tune into subtle, emotional cues during this retrograde. You might find yourself picking up on undercurrents in your relationships or noticing patterns you hadn't seen before. The retrograde invites us to trust our instincts and listen to our inner voice, even when the external world feels chaotic. It's a time to prioritize self-care, set emotional boundaries, and nurture your inner world. However, this emotional depth can sometimes feel overwhelming. Mars's fiery energy, when stifled by retrograde motion and Cancer's watery influence, can lead to a build-up of frustration, like steam trapped in a pressure cooker. It's important to find healthy outlets for this energy, whether through journaling, creative expression, or simply allowing yourself the space to process your feelings without judgment. One of the most transformative aspects of Mars retrograde in Cancer is its potential to reveal hidden emotional truths. Picture a tide pulling back to expose treasures buried beneath the sand. Similarly, this retrograde can uncover insights about your past, your emotional patterns, and the motivations driving your actions. It's a time to let go of emotional baggage and embrace the vulnerability needed for growth. Key energies of this transit. During Mars retrograde in Cancer, the cosmic energies seem to create a perfect storm of emotional turbulence, redirection, heightened intuition, and self-reflection. Each of these elements plays a vital role in shaping this period, offering both challenges and profound opportunities for personal growth. Let's break down the key energies of this transit and how you can navigate them to emerge stronger and more aligned with your true path. Emotional turbulence. Imagine sailing on calm seas when suddenly a storm hits. waves rise, the winds howl, and what once seemed clear is now obscured by a veil of mist. This is the emotional landscape that Mars retrograde in Cancer often presents. Hidden emotions, those feelings you've tucked away in the deep corners of your heart, begin to surface, often without warning. Under Cancer's influence, these emotions are particularly intense as the sign rules over the emotional realm and the subconscious. They can feel like old wounds being reopened or unresolved issues from the past surfacing to demand your attention. This emotional turbulence can sometimes feel overwhelming, like a torrent of waves crashing against you. But rather than retreating into emotional avoidance, the key is to embrace these feelings and use them as an opportunity for self-understanding. It's like standing in front of a mirror, watching as layers of past experiences peel away, revealing the raw truths beneath. When emotions rise to the surface during this retrograde, they aren't there to destabilize you. They are there to guide you. To navigate this emotional upheaval, it's crucial to give yourself permission to feel. Resist the urge to ignore or suppress what's coming up. You might find that expressing yourself through writing, art, or simply talking things through with a trusted friend can help release some of the emotional pressure. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to feel disoriented, confused, or even angry. These are natural responses to the emotional surfacing that Mars retrograde in Cancer often invites. Acknowledge these feelings, allow them to flow, and trust that they are helping you process and heal unresolved emotional baggage. Redirection. The next key energy of this transit is redirection. With Mars's usual direct force disrupted, plans and ambitions that once seemed set in stone might now feel like they're crumbling or slipping through your fingers. This can feel frustrating, as if you're trying to walk in a straight line only to find that the path keeps curving or disappearing altogether. But rather than viewing these disruptions as setbacks, try to see them as divine interventions, guiding you towards something more aligned with your true self. Much like a GPS recalculating a route when you make a wrong turn, Mars retrograde can show you a new way forward. When your plans hit a snag, or your progress seems slower than expected, take a step back. Maybe the universe is nudging you toward a different direction, one that's better suited to your emotional needs and long-term goals. For example, a stalled project or a sudden change in plans could be an invitation to pause, reflect, and reevaluate your true desires. Are you still on the right path? Is there a better way to approach your goals that aligns more authentically with your deeper feelings? The redirection brought on by this retrograde is not a punishment, but rather an opportunity for realignment. It's the universe's way of making sure you're not just charging forward blindly, but are instead moving toward the life you truly want, one that reflects your values and emotional truths. Think of it as a detour sign. Although it may feel inconvenient at first, it's actually guiding you toward a more fulfilling and meaningful destination. Heightened intuition. Mars retrograde in Cancer also comes with a gift. Heightened intuition. During this period, the subtle whispers of your gut feelings and the synchronicities that appear in your life will become more pronounced. Your inner compass, often drowned out by the noise of daily life, is now much clearer, leading you to places you may not have expected. This period encourages you to trust your instincts more than ever, to tune into the quiet messages that the universe is sending your way. Intuition, especially under Cancer's watery influence, is like the tide. It rises and falls in subtle ways, sometimes slowly pulling at your consciousness, other times rushing in with a sense of urgency. If you've ever had a feeling that you couldn't explain, but later turned out to be right, you've experienced your intuition at work. During this Mars retrograde, those little nudges, gut reactions, and synchronicities will feel amplified. Pay close attention to moments when things feel off or when an unexpected thought pops into your mind. These could be signs or messages that are worth exploring. Just like a compass points you in the right direction, your intuition will guide you through the turbulence of this retrograde. If something feels out of alignment, don't brush it off. Follow that inner pull and allow yourself to trust what's surfacing. Whether it's a feeling that a relationship needs to shift or that you need to change your approach to work, Mars retrograde in Cancer asks you to listen closely to what your inner voice is telling you. Self-reflection. Perhaps the most powerful energy of this transit is the call for self-reflection. Mars retrograde is a time for taking a pause and looking inward. Cancer, being a water sign, naturally encourages introspection, especially when it comes to emotions and memories. This is the perfect time to ask yourself some tough questions. What am I truly feeling? Am I living in alignment with my values? Where do I need to heal emotionally? One of the most helpful tools during this period is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can offer profound insights, like uncovering hidden treasures buried in the sands of your subconscious. The act of journaling helps you untangle the web of emotions that might feel overwhelming at first. It provides clarity, bringing unconscious thoughts to the surface where you can examine them with a more objective lens. Meditation is another valuable tool for self-reflection during Mars retrograde in Cancer. In the stillness of meditation, you can connect with your deeper self and gain a sense of emotional clarity. It's like sitting quietly at the edge of a lake, watching the ripples slowly settle until the water becomes clear and still. Meditation helps you quiet the mind and allows your inner wisdom to come forward, offering insights that might otherwise remain hidden. Through self-reflection, journaling, and meditation, you create space for growth. Mars retrograde in Cancer encourages you to dig deep into your emotional landscape, uncover hidden truths, and release anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. This period, though challenging, is a golden opportunity to heal, align, and move forward with greater emotional wisdom and clarity. As you navigate these energies, remember that the turbulence, redirection, heightened intuition, and self-reflection are all interconnected. They flow together, guiding you toward greater self-awareness and emotional balance. Embrace the journey, for it holds the potential for deep transformation and alignment with your authentic self. Themes to focus on. Mars retrograde in Cancer stirs up powerful themes that call us to navigate unpredictability, confront suppressed emotions, find opportunities in disruptions, and embrace transformation through chaos. Each of these themes is like a wave in the ocean of this retrograde. They can feel overwhelming at first, but when understood and navigated properly, they carry the potential to propel you toward personal growth and profound evolution. Unpredictability. One of the most prominent themes of Mars retrograde in Cancer is the element of unpredictability. Life during this time can feel like you're trying to sail a ship through stormy seas. The winds shift unexpectedly, the waters churn in unfamiliar directions, and just when you think you have control, everything changes again. Plans you thought were set may suddenly crumble, and things that once seemed stable can feel unsteady. This sense of unpredictability is not a curse, however. It's a signal from the universe that it's time to let go of rigid expectations and be open to the flow of change. Just like a dancer adjusting to the rhythm of the music, You must learn to adapt to these shifting tides. The best way to prepare for the unexpected is to cultivate flexibility in your mindset. When things don't go according to plan, instead of becoming frustrated or disheartened, take a step back and breathe. Allow yourself the grace to pivot, to flow with the changes rather than against them. Life's unpredictability, especially during Mars retrograde, can serve as a reminder that control is often an illusion. Embrace the unknown, knowing that each unexpected turn is an opportunity to evolve. When things don't go as expected, rather than feeling defeated, ask yourself, what might this be teaching me? Being open to the unexpected helps you find new perspectives and paths you might have overlooked if you were too focused on following the script. Confronting suppressed emotions. Another central theme of this transit is confronting suppressed emotions. Mars retrograde in Cancer can feel like emotional pressure building beneath the surface, like a pressure cooker, ready to release steam. Emotions you've buried or ignored for too long may suddenly surface, and at first, they may feel uncomfortable, overwhelming, or even like an invasion of your inner peace. But these emotions, uncomfortable as they may be, are your allies, not your enemies. They are simply asking for your attention and understanding. Think of it as walking through a dark forest and suddenly encountering a strange noise in the distance. Initially, it might feel frightening, but if you have the courage to move toward it, you realize that it's just the wind rustling through the trees. Similarly, your suppressed emotions may seem alarming at first, but when you allow yourself to sit with them, listen to them, and understand their root causes, they lose their power over you. They no longer hold the weight of fear or avoidance. Instead, they become tools for healing and transformation. Allowing yourself to confront these emotions can be incredibly freeing. When discomfort arises, instead of avoiding it or distracting yourself, pause and lean into it. Acknowledge that this is part of the healing process. It's like digging through layers of soil to uncover buried treasure. You might get your hands dirty, but the reward of emotional clarity and release is worth it. Journaling, talking with a trusted friend, or simply taking time to reflect in solitude can help you process these emotions and bring them into the light. Remember, the discomfort you feel is not something to fear, but something to embrace as a step toward deeper emotional healing. Opportunities in disruptions. Mars retrograde often brings disruptions, and these disruptions can be frustrating if you view them only as obstacles. However, when you shift your perspective, you can see these setbacks as cosmic opportunities designed to realign you with your true path. Life's disruptions can be thought of as nature's way of pruning a plant, cutting away what no longer serves you so that new growth can flourish. What seems like a setback, whether it's a stalled project, a change in plans, or a disruption in your routine, can actually be a cosmic nudge guiding you in a new direction, a direction that better aligns with your emotional and spiritual needs. Imagine trying to force a square peg into a round hole. No matter how hard you push, it won't fit. Now, imagine the universe stepping in and giving you a break, offering you a new shape that fits perfectly into your life. That's what these disruptions can do. They are like course corrections that help you step away from paths that no longer serve your highest good and gently push you towards something better, more aligned with your deeper purpose. Instead of getting frustrated by disruptions, try reframing them as signs of guidance. Trust that when one door closes, another is opening, even if you can't see it just yet. Every time you face a disruption during this retrograde, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? And how can I realign my approach to match my emotional truth? By viewing setbacks through this lens, you transform frustration into clarity and resistance into flow. Transformation through chaos. Perhaps the most powerful theme of all is transformation through chaos. Mars retrograde in Cancer can feel chaotic at times, like a whirlwind of emotions, disrupted plans, and unexpected twists. But chaos is not always something to fear. In fact, it often serves as a precursor to deep transformation. Think of a caterpillar spinning itself into a cocoon. From the outside, it may look like a state of confusion or stagnation. But within, a profound metamorphosis is taking place. Similarly, the chaos of this Mars retrograde is not a sign that things are falling apart. It's a sign that something new is emerging. Embrace the chaos of this time, knowing that it's not the end of the road, but a necessary process of shedding old layers and beliefs that no longer serve your growth. The turbulence and unpredictability of this transit push you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to confront your fears, face your emotional wounds, and realign your actions with your true desires. Just as a diamond is formed under intense pressure, you too can experience personal evolution as a result of the challenges brought on by this transit. In the midst of emotional turmoil, setbacks, and unforeseen disruptions, the universe is working to guide you toward a more authentic and empowered version of yourself. Transformation often happens when we least expect it, when we step outside our comfort zones, face the chaos, and allow ourselves to evolve. Trust that the changes happening now, no matter how messy or unsettling, are helping you grow into a more refined, resilient, and empowered version of yourself. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes, your evolution during this Mars retrograde is the birth of something stronger and more aligned with your true nature. Embrace unpredictability, confront your emotions, see disruptions as opportunities, and trust in the power of transformation through chaos. These themes, though challenging at times, offer the potential for profound growth, self-awareness, and personal evolution. The key is to navigate them with an open heart, a flexible mind, and a willingness to grow into the fullest version of yourself. Cosmic Turning Point, January 6th. January 6th is a day that carries a powerful cosmic charge, acting as a turning point in the energy of the collective. It's like the moment the sun breaks through the clouds after a storm, casting a new light on everything it touches. The energies around this day are ripe for transformation, a time when the universe signals a shift, nudging you into a new chapter. It's not just any ordinary date, it's a cosmic crossroads where the past, present, and future converge, urging you to take note of the subtle changes in your life. This day marks the beginning of a new cycle, one that encourages fresh starts, new perspectives, and a deeper connection to your higher self. As you move through this day, remember that this cosmic shift is not just a fleeting moment. It's a foundation for the months ahead. What you observe, what you feel, and how you respond will shape the course of your journey. So pay attention to what arises on this day and use it as a tool to navigate your next steps. Like a ship adjusting its sails to catch the wind, use the guidance from this cosmic turning point to chart your course forward, knowing that you're moving in alignment with the greater currents of the universe. Practical tips for navigating the transit. Navigating Mars. Retrograde in Cancer can feel like steering a boat through choppy waters, where the winds of change and emotional tides are constantly shifting. The key to making it through this time with grace and clarity lies in staying flexible, creating space for emotional healing, and tuning in to the deeper guidance that's available to you. This transit is all about embracing the fluidity of life, being kind to yourself, and listening closely to your inner wisdom. If you want to navigate these waters smoothly, here are some practical tips to keep you grounded and aligned as you move through this powerful period. Stay flexible and embrace changes. Flexibility is your greatest ally during this time. Think of it like being a reed in the wind, firm yet able to bend with the breeze, rather than resisting it. Mars retrograde in Cancer often brings unexpected changes, disruptions, and emotional upswings, and your ability to adapt to these fluctuations will determine how smoothly you move through the transit. Rather than trying to force things to stay the same, recognize that this is a time to release control and trust that the changes happening are leading you somewhere new. Just as a river carves its own path, sometimes we must let go of the rigid ideas of how things should be and flow with the changes. When things go off course, it's not a sign that something's wrong. Rather, it's an invitation to realign with your truest self. By staying flexible, you'll allow the universe to guide you to new opportunities, insights, and directions that align more closely with your emotional needs and soul's calling. Create a safe space for emotional processing through self-care. Mars retrograde in Cancer can stir up a lot of emotions, like a storm brewing at sea. To avoid being overwhelmed by these emotional waves, it's essential to create a safe space where you can process and release any intense feelings that arise. Think of this space as a cozy sanctuary, a place where you can retreat to recharge and restore. This could mean setting aside time each day for activities that nurture your emotional well-being, whether it's through a hot bath, a walk in nature, or simply curling up with a good book or soothing music. Allow yourself the freedom to feel and process your emotions without judgment. Just as a garden needs time and care to bloom, your emotional landscape needs attention to grow and heal. Self-care during this period is not just about pampering yourself. It's about acknowledging your emotional needs and giving yourself the grace to feel and heal. A safe space for emotional processing can also involve creating boundaries. If certain situations or people are draining your energy or triggering intense emotions, give yourself permission to step back and protect your emotional well-being. This could mean saying no to things you don't have the energy for, or spending more time alone to recharge. Like tending to a delicate flower, you must protect your inner peace during this period so that you can bloom into a more centered, balanced version of yourself. Use tools like journaling and meditation for insight and clarity. When navigating the emotional and energetic complexities of Mars retrograde in Cancer, it's easy to get caught up in the swirl of feelings and uncertainty. To gain clarity and insight, journaling and meditation are two powerful tools that can help you reconnect with your deeper self. Think of journaling as a map. Each word written down is a step closer to finding your true direction. By writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, you create a tangible reflection of your inner world that you can return to for guidance. It's like untangling a knot. Once you put your emotions and thoughts onto paper, they begin to make sense, revealing patterns and insights that can help you understand what you need to heal or focus on. Journaling gives you the space to process complex emotions without the noise of external distractions, helping you to find clarity in the midst of confusion. Meditation is another powerful tool to help you access deeper insights during this retrograde. Imagine your mind as a cluttered room filled with thoughts and distractions. Meditation is like opening the windows to let in fresh air, allowing the dust to settle so you can see things clearly. By taking just a few moments each day to sit in stillness, focus on your breath, and quiet the mind, you can tap into a deeper wisdom and intuition that will guide you through the ups and downs of this transit. It's in these moments of stillness that you might receive answers or realizations that you might have missed in the rush of daily life. Trust the process of both journaling and meditation. They may not provide instant answers, but they offer the space and clarity you need to move forward with confidence. Trust your intuition and follow the signs. Mars retrograde in Cancer is a time to turn inward and listen closely to your intuition. Your gut feelings, hunches, and the subtle whispers of your heart are all heightened during this transit. It's like having a finely tuned instrument inside you, guiding you through the emotional landscape with accuracy. During this period, the more you trust and act on your intuition, the more aligned you will feel with your true path. Intuition is like a compass that always points you in the right direction, even when the map seems unclear. While logic and reason have their place, Mars retrograde invites you to go beyond the surface and tune into the deeper, often hidden energies around you. Pay attention to the signs that show up in your life. These could be synchronicities, repeated patterns, or even subtle feelings that something isn't quite right. The universe communicates with you through these signs, guiding you like a trail of breadcrumbs leading you to the next step. When something feels off, or when you experience an emotional gut reaction, don't ignore it. Lean into it and ask yourself what it's trying to tell you. Your intuition has an uncanny ability to reveal truths that may not be immediately obvious, and by honoring it, you ensure that you're making decisions that are aligned with your higher purpose. Navigating Mars retrograde in Cancer can feel like riding a wave. You need balance, awareness, and flexibility to stay afloat. By staying open to change, creating space for emotional healing, using journaling and meditation for clarity, and trusting your inner guidance, you will be able to ride this wave with ease and confidence. Trust that the tools you use to navigate this transit will help you unlock deeper layers of self-awareness, offering a path toward greater emotional fulfillment and growth. As we come to the end of this cosmic journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the key themes of this transit. Mars retrograde in Cancer has been a time of emotional revelations, where hidden feelings and unresolved emotions have surfaced, inviting us to confront and heal them. It's been a period of learning to adapt to the unpredictability of life, where shifts in plans and unexpected events have shown us that flexibility is essential for growth. Through these changes, we've been offered an opportunity for transformation. Just as a caterpillar must endure a period of chaos in the cocoon before emerging as a butterfly, this retrograde has reminded us that in the midst of disruption lies the potential for deep personal evolution, provided we are willing to lean into the discomfort and trust the process. Now, I'd love to hear about your experiences. What emotional revelations have you uncovered during this time? How have you navigated the changes in your life? And what transformations have you witnessed? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to connect with you and hear how this energy is playing out in your life. And to make it even more fun, let's have a mini cosmic challenge. If you're feeling the transformation in your life, drop the word transformation in the comments. If you've embraced flexibility during this time, type flow. Let's see who's riding the waves of change with us. If you found this video insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, You'll stay updated on all our cosmic insights, tips, and guidance. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Stay tuned and remember, transformation is always just around the corner. Keep embracing the flow of change and stay connected for more updates that can help guide you on your journey.